Welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going through a review for, it's pretty much Left 4 Dead 3, but it's the Back 4 Blood closed alpha. Yes, this is an alpha. I don't know if and when or whatever, if there's going to be a beta for this. The scheduled release date is the 22nd of June 2021. So even though this game's in alpha or players have been able to play the alpha, the expected release date is only 6 months away. So my very first problem with this is the fact that the enemies die far too easily. For the most part, with an AK, it's a one tap to the body and these zombies are dying. This is a campaign. I believe you can set difficulty, but even on the easiest difficulty, I don't think they should be dying with a one tap. Although, I mean, we're going to have to just see more of the game, as there's not much to the alpha. It's very early in development, or like whatever. It's a very, very early build of the game at least. But I don't know, because it could feel that the one tap is better later in the game due to there being a lot more zombies in certain areas and stuff. Another problem I saw with the game is the fact that an NPC teammate got stuck in a loop of just punching and randomly started punching the wall, punched me, just stuck in that animation, just looping, just punching whatever, just thin air, whatever was there, just punch, punch, punch. And then another thing is the NPCs, when they're not stuck in a loop of just punching things, they are very, very dumb in this game. And when I say dumb, I mean to the point of them running off and just getting themselves killed. They don't stick with the group. You can't give them any sort of like orders or anything like that. Another thing, I don't know if it was just because it was the alpha, but I was forced into matchmaking. I couldn't go into this with just the 3 AI teammates. But I'm kind of glad I did find other real players, because the NPCs are incredibly dumb. There is this goo in the game, moving on to the next thing, and I got hit by it or whatever. I don't even know how it works, but this goo, I got stuck in it twice, and both times I died because I don't know if it's a card in the game, because there's a full-on card system. I don't know if it's a certain character or something, but the character I was using, the mission I was doing and everything, there was absolutely no way, no interaction, button prompt or anything in order for me to get out of that goo. So I was stuck, and whatever zombies wanted to spawn in, they could just come and slap me because I just couldn't move. Next up, and even though it's alpha, I do see this as a big problem. When you die in the game, when you like fully team wipe, it says loading last checkpoint. There are absolutely no checkpoints in this, because no matter where we died in this mission we were playing, it would spawn us back at the beginning of the level. I don't know how the system is supposed to work or anything. It was actually okay spawning back at the beginning, because you got a new card that you could draw from their system. You could use the vendor and buy medkits and stuff. But at the same time, it would have been nice for it to say loading last checkpoint and give us an actual checkpoint. But one thing I do like about it is the fact that no matter how many times you play, each gameplay session is going to be different. So for the very first run, we would make our way to the stairs in the first room, and we would go up them with no problems. And then the second run we did, went to them stairs, absolutely jam-packed with zombies. So it mixes up your gameplay experience every single run. And that's even though it's a campaign. Campaigns don't normally do that stuff, but I really did like that. One thing I don't understand at all is the fact that when you break down some of the doors, I don't know if you're looking in there for medkits, copper, if you're looking for some ammo or something, you're breaking down a door, for some reason you are punching the door. There are different melee weapons in the game. I could have smashed down the door with the handle part or the butt of my baseball bat or whatever, but no, instead you got to punch the door. And punching the door actually puts like solid holes in it and eventually breaks the entire door down. But another thing I do really like about this game is the card system, because it completely mixes up the gameplay, like how everything changes each run. And you'll have these like modifiers, or I say modifiers, they basically spawn in certain zombies, and then you get to pick your own. You get like this draw system. It puts 3 cards at the bottom, you pick one, and you get like 5 draws to begin with, or 3 draws or something like that. And they have different like things that are going to help you out in the game. So some of them might give you 10% of health back when you're healing a teammate and things like that. It's basically modifiers to change the way the game plays, and I really do like the card system. I just hope that when the game comes out, there's a really in-depth system to it, and you can I'm kind of hoping you can level up the cards, but I don't know if the game's going to go that deep into it. The game in general, it runs pretty good. There was no frame drops or anything like that. And it really does, in my opinion, feel as though zombie fans of Left 4 Dead, they are going to absolutely love this game when it releases. One more thing I would like to see a little bit different in the full release, or if there's changes and there is a beta, I would like to see a little bit more healing being offered, because you start off the game with absolutely no healing. You have to go and find it. Sometimes it's a little healing station on the wall. You get like 4 uses out of it. And then what you have to do is kind of play through your first run, hope and pray you find enough copper. Then when you wipe, you can use the vendor and you can buy a med kit. There are different cards and stuff in the game though that can help you out. Like I believe there was one I saw for my character where if I got a melee kill, it'd give me 2 HP back. But I do feel as though there needs to be a little bit more work done within the card system. I would like for there to be not loads of different cards, but either have a leveling system to make the cards more powerful, or just have some good enough stats for the cards to actually be useful, because you don't want to see 3 cards at the bottom of your screen and every single one's pointless to use. Although, at the end of the day, that does make the gameplay experience different every time. Sometimes you might get really good cards, other times you won't. I don't know, it's early days. As I said, this was a closed alpha. And I did, like, having human teammates and AI teammates, the human players I was playing with, like, one of them was a very good player, but someone joined late, and when both me and the other guy went down, this person decided to try running off and lone wolfing the entire mission, which didn't go to plan. We all wiped and had to start all over again. People get into a game and see you're in a bit of a sticky situation and they don't want to start in that sort of situation, those circumstances, so they just back out straight away. I don't know, I do feel there's a lot to be seen within this game. This was just an alpha, and I think they're possibly way further in development than this alpha because they've only got 6 months until release. But I'm definitely going to be keeping this on my radar. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And even though it is not actually Left 4 Dead 3, it feels that way because the mechanics are very similar. It's basically a spiritual successor because some of the creators of the Left 4 Dead series did work on this. So what we're going to do is leave the video there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff about this in the comments. If you played it, did you enjoy it? And hopefully we can see some more gameplay and stuff soon. I'm hoping I do get invited to a beta if there's anything, or I'm hoping that they've got open betas and stuff so that everyone gets the opportunity to enjoy it, because I do feel with the right amount of time, so if the game's not ready, don't release it in June. Like, delay the game until it's fully ready, because this could be like the best, like, newest experience for the Left 4 Dead series. I really think the community are going to love this game as long as it's done right. I feel a little bit more depth can be put into the card system and a little bit of rethinking and stuff for some of the mechanics and everything, and just, like, even if you don't have interactions for your teammates and commands and stuff, just try and get them to stick a little bit closer to where the action is happening with you, so that they're not running off getting themselves killed and getting themselves into trouble all the time. Oh, and one more thing I'd just like to quickly point out before we wrap the video up. I was picking up the propane tanks and chucking them and then shooting them. For some reason, they didn't damage half the zombies I chucked them at, so I think the explosions and stuff need a little bit more work too. But it was an alpha, I still enjoyed it, so it's all looking good. Hopefully we find out some more info soon. On that note, we're going to leave the video there. Let me know all of your thoughts and stuff in the comments. I will see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it.